Hi there. Hi there. My name's Mark Rayner, and I'm the webmaster at didwelove.com. And this website was put together by myself and a good friend of mine called Sheldon Rubleski. Sheldon has been doing healing, walking in power for a while now, over a year and a half. And this is something that I've been doing as well, healing people. Just last week, I healed somebody's shoulder. It was a pretty dramatic healing because he went from being in a lot of pain to then hanging from the arm that was previously hurt. He was hanging from a bar from that arm. And the guy was not really what you would technically call a believer, so he was pretty freaked out. And that's the word he used continuously. I'm so freaked out right now. And that's the great thing about walking in power. That's the great thing about doing healing or anything that any of these miraculous things that we think of as miraculous, but really they're just normal. It's just that they've been so little used and they've been so forgotten that it looks miraculous, but it's really the normal way of walking as a Christian. The idea of this school that's been put together here is the School of Supernatural Power, or the School of Walking in Power, or the Calgary School of Supernatural. The reason why I say all those different names is because we really don't know what to call this thing. But the idea of this, whatever we settle on, you'll find out, I guess, by reading the page. But the idea behind this is, both Sheldon and I, in our sort of journey from going from being very religious people to being, walking in supernatural power, so to speak, as people like to call it, there's lots and lots of different videos and books and things that we read which really changed our paradigm. They were things that really caused paradigm shifts in both of us. So, we did think about putting together a school with a curriculum which we create, but we thought, what's the point? What is the point in doing that? There's so much good stuff out there on the internet, which for the most part is free. So what we've done is we've basically collected all these books, videos, audios, MP3s, all these different things together from all different places in the internet, and we've created one sort of coherent curriculum. And that's kind of the idea behind this. It's completely free. Some of the resources you have to pay, of course. If you want to read the book, you've got to buy it, but we always pretty much pick Kindle books. So if you have a Kindle reader, you can buy the book much cheaper. Very often Kindle books go on sale for a couple of dollars, so it's a really cheap way of buying. But for the most part, things are free. The only time things aren't free is when we just think it's essential, like some DVDs we think are essential for you to watch because they will just increase your faith exponentially, because they're just such amazing DVDs of people walking in power. So I just want to read something from you on my laptop here, and I want to point something out before I read this. This is Jesus in this is in Matthew, and it's Matthew 16. Bear with me. Sorry, not Matthew. It's Mark 16. So it's towards the end of Mark, and you have to realize that what I'm about to read you is taking place after Jesus has resurrected. So this is said after he was resurrected. Okay. Now, if you look this up, it's actually Mark 16, starts from around about 14, the general theme. So Mark 16:14. If you prefer the King James, look it up in there. It says pretty much the same thing. I'm reading from what's known as the God's Word translation, which is a really nice modern translation. And I'll tell you why I'm reading from it. It just says things in a more modern way. And nothing wrong with the King James. I read the King James and I read the God's Word translation, and I usually read them in tandem. If there's something difficult with the King James, because let's face it, it's a 400-year-old translation in Old English. If there's something difficult, I'll look at the God's Word and I'll cross-reference and I'll go backwards and forwards. Anyway, to the point, I'm going to read this to you. Still later, so starting at verse 14. Still later, Jesus appeared to the 11 apostles while they were eating. He put them to shame for their unbelief, and because they were too stubborn to believe those who had seen him alive. Then Jesus said to them, "So, wherever you go in the world, tell everyone the good news. Whoever believes and is baptized will be saved, but whoever does not believe will be condemned." This is the important bit. Listen very carefully. These are the miraculous signs that will accompany believers. Okay? These are the miraculous sign that will accompany believers. Signs, I should say. These will accompany. Now, if you are a believer in Jesus Christ, then this is for you. Doesn't matter what you believe or what you think or what someone's told you, this is for you. If you are not a believer in Jesus Christ, then this is not directed at you, and I'm not criticizing you. If that's your choice, then that's great. But if you are a believer in Jesus Christ, you need to know this, because this is how you should be walking in your Christian walk, so to speak. So, once again, these are the miraculous signs that will accompany believers. They will use the power and authority of my name, Jesus' name. They will use the power and authority of my name to force demons out of people. They will speak new languages. Some translations say they will speak in tongues. They will pick up snakes, and if they drink any deadly poison, it will not hurt them. They will place hands on the sick and cure them. Now, this is pretty clear on what, things that are going to be expected to accompany believers. So these are the characteristics of believers. Now, if you don't believe that, then this school is for you, because it starts off by showing you many situations or healings where people have laid hands on people and healed them. And that's really to get you started. That's to get you on your paradigm shift. If you've never seen healing, if you've never seen supernatural power in action, then the beginning of this course is designed for that. And then it goes through different modules, and I'm going to do a video for each module just to explain the point of it in the module itself. So anyway, this is completely free, as I've already said, and I welcome you so much, and keep an eye on the page and so on and so forth, because things are going to be added all the time. And get started. Start watching some of the videos so you understand, the power that we're supposed to be holding. Now, just a little bit of a testimony of myself. Over a year ago, I did not believe in any of this, and I started to see videos on YouTube of people doing this, and I thought that, I don't believe this. This is surely fake. This is surely, this can't be true. They're making this up. I was supposed to believe in this, in Christ, and I was saying this. And then I started to witness some healings. I started to witness some healings which were just undeniable. And then I met some people who are into sort of the healing movement, as it might be called. And, after meeting those people, I found out this is genuine. They're not making anything up. And then I started to try and do it myself. And I wasn't very successful because I had some faith issues, and, I wasn't really believing it properly. And I was trying too hard, and I was trying methods and so on and so forth. So it wasn't really working for me. But in the last, even recently, in the last 3-4 months, I've had some pretty cool successes, and the most recent one was this guy's shoulder, because it was so simple. I put my hand on his shoulder, I commanded healing, and you should have seen the look on this guy's face. He had a shocked look on his face pretty quickly. When that happens by your own hands, obviously by the power of Jesus and by the authority of Jesus, but when that happens by your own hands, I tell you, that's something that is just the coolest thing you can ever see. So if this is the sort of walk that you want in your life, if you want to be praying for people, prophesying over people, and praying for healing, and just generally walking in power and demonstrating Jesus Christ how he's supposed to be demonstrated, then this is for you. And welcome. Let's get right in there. This is Mark, and thanks for dropping by. See ya.